What's up guys, and welcome back to another Pokemon Sun and Moon video, and today's video is a little bit different. It's not speculation, it's not going to be covering the leaks at all really, it's more of a PSA, public service announcement. So I thought I'd do a video because obviously team building is a lot of people do before the games come out. For example, about this time you'll be thinking, right, I'm going to choose Litten, and I'm going to use the Picky Peck and line in my team. I'm also going to put Lurantis on it, etc. And you build a team like that, and you go in the game and you build it, and you run for that. Obviously you chose what Pokemon you want to do, and the PSA really is the fact that you might have to rethink some of those teams. So obviously these will be slight spoilers in this video. I'm not going to tell you any new Pokemon or anything like that. If you are avoiding spoilers, I would say you can probably watch this video. What I am going to do is I'm going to highlight a few Pokemon that you might want to say, okay, maybe I can't actually use that on my team, because otherwise you might end up playing half of the game and then you realise it's not going to work out. The prime example of this is the Grubbin line, okay? So Grubbin we know, Charjabug we know, and obviously Vikavolt we know all three of them. Grubbin evolves into Charjabug starting at level 20, and then you would assume, okay, Charjabug is going to evolve into Vikavolt, possibly level 40 we saw in one of the trailers. That's not too bad, but it's not the best. What's even worse than that? Okay, as a slight spoiler, Charjabug will evolve into Vikavolt when leveled up in a particular area, so you can't, level up anywhere. You have to go to this area and level it up. That area is on the last island, so basically you won't be able to evolve your Charjabug into a Vikavolt until the very last island in the game, basically just before you finish the game almost. So it's not the best one to cheat out. I was going to use Vikavolt on my team for one of my playthroughs, and I don't think I'm going to do it anymore because I don't want to have a Charjabug sitting in my team for 90% of the main game and then end up evolving it into Vikavolt. And to make it even worse, Charjabug is a physical Pokemon, whereas Vikavolt is a special Pokemon, so you can't even sort of build it in a certain way, because then you have to flip it over when it evolves, or you'll deal with being very weak beforehand. So that's the first one. The second one is Crabrawler. Now Crabrawler has an evolution, that is a slight spoiler I suppose, but I'm not going to tell you anything about the evolution apart from the fact that, again, very similar to Vikavolt, it cannot be evolved unless it's leveled up in a particular place. And this place, as a sort of another slight spoiler here, is on the very summit of the tallest mountain in Alola, which is not accessible until basically the end of the game. So if you're thinking of using Crabrawler on your team and its evolution line, sure, you can use a Crabrawler, you're just not going to be able to evolve it until basically when you finish the game, which isn't really the best thing to do. Another PSA, I suppose, if I'm going to throw this out there, is the Kommo-o line, because they are not available until almost the very end of the game as well. We were figured they would be available on the last island, but we weren't exactly sure where, and I can tell you it's basically the area before the finish. So using a Kommo on your team, unless you're thinking about post-game and using it for stuff like that, probably not going to happen in terms of main plot story. In terms of other Pokemon I'm thinking of though, really, those are the main ones. The other Pokemon though is one that was leaked on the TCG box art, if you remember, a few weeks back, just when the demo was when the demo released. Of course, bear in mind, this is not an officially revealed Pokemon, so you might want to click off now if you're avoiding all of those sort of leaks. But if you're more in the stage of, yeah, I'll deal with little leaks coming out, but I just don't want to know about every single little thing in the game, there was this Pokemon revealed on the TCG art the other week, a couple months ago, a month or so ago I suppose. On the side of one of the boxes it looked like a sea cactus sort of thing. That Pokemon is available, but to catch it you have a 1% chance of fishing it up. It's fishing any Pokemon in a certain spots, a 1% chance. So if you're thinking I'm going to use that and its evolution on my team, which I would really want to do on one of my playthroughs, so I might end up just fishing for a while, you will have to put some work in to find that Pokemon. So that's really the main things I can think of in terms of highlights and what is the worst, I suppose, about some Pokemon in the newly introduced ones that you might want to rethink in terms of team building. Obviously the games are about 5-6 days away, or 5 days away for that US, and then further for EU. Yay, EU. So you might want to rethink it then, so you've got enough time to sort of choose another Pokemon or pick another one out, or of course you can continue using this Pokemon. I just thought I'd throw a PSA out for a lot of people, because I know myself I was going to use Vikavolt on my team, because Bug Electric type, pretty damn cool, but no, you can't really evolve it until right at the end of the game. So yeah, just a note, a little PSA out there for all of you guys that wanted to know. Let me know what you think about this down below. Of course, you happy that some of the, like the bug Pokemon like Caterpie or Weedle is not allowed, is not available until, say Butterfree can't be gotten until you get to basically the last gym in Red and Blue. Is that something you like, you know, that is mixed up a bit, or would you prefer to not have particular area evos, I suppose, and force you to not be able to use a Pokemon until a certain point in the main game? But let me know what you think about it down below, and hit the like button if you enjoyed the little PSA. But for now, this is going to be it for today, so I shall be seeing you next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, my friends.